Welcome to all of you. It's my great pleasure to facilitate today's proceedings and to acknowledge guests and welcome people. I'll also start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land, pay respects to elders past and present. Say what an absolutely terrific pleasure it is to see so many people here and to bid you all welcome and salam alaikum. I'd like particularly among the distinguished guests that we have here today, in addition to Edward Santow, the Human Rights Commissioner who will be speaking to us shortly, to welcome the Honourable Ray Williams. And of course, I'm delighted that he's here in an organisation which Elizabeth Coombs is so associated with, because he undoubtedly will be seized of the fact that it is in the multicultural, migrant and often recently arrived communities that protection of privacy, particularly about things about religion and ethnicity and all of those particular issues, are of vital importance, because people in those communities know how dangerous the misuse of that information is in the absence of adequate privacy and privacy protection. We have a number of representatives of the diplomatic community. I would like to welcome Mr. Kaizo Tanawaka, the Consul General of Japan, Mr. Zara Khan, the Consul General Trade Commissioner from the Republic of Fiji, representatives from the United States Consulate General, Mr. Salim Ayturk, the Public Affairs Officer. I'd also like to welcome an old friend in Sevardowski, who is a former Human Rights Commissioner and now the Chair of the Australian Multicultural Council, Mr. Peter Dukas, the Deputy Secretary of Ageing, the Deputy Secretary, the Chair, I get this right, of the Ethnic Communities Council of New South Wales, Jim Longley, the Deputy Secretary of Ageing, Disability and Home Care, who's so committed to this organisation he's even managed to Shanghai his son into coming along this afternoon. Mr. Stephen Banks, the Chair of the New South Wales Council of Civil Liberties, Marion Scanlon from the Department of Social Services, Multicultural Community Manager, Professor Rifat Abeid, President of the Australian Egyptian Forum Council, Anne Brewer, the Dean of the University of Newcastle, and Kath Dwyer from the ABC and Jackie Lewi from SBS. So you can see that the representation here today is both of the diplomatic community in general, the broadcasting community, and a whole range of government services and departments. And people are here to primarily hear from our distinguished speaker. But because of time pressures and all the rest of it, I'm now going to take the opportunity to give just a couple of minutes to our new Minister for Multicultural Affairs and Disability Services, to welcome him particularly, to allow him to introduce himself, because I know that over the course of the next couple of years he's going to have major interactions with many of you, both individually and in terms of your communities. So, Minister, if you'd like to say a few words.